The payroll protection loans were authorized under the CARES Act in the spring in an effort to keep workers on payroll. Now the government is forgiving much of the debt. 25 News reporter Hannah King speaks to a local business owner and shares what exactly it means for him.
According to the Small Business Administration nationally, $525 billion were distributed to a little over 5 million small businesses, with an average of just over $100,000 each loan. Dennis Jansen, director of the Private Enterprise Research Center at Texas A&M, says in College Station alone there were 1,306 loans made that were less than $150,000, which totaled $47 million lent out.
There were also only 178 loans that were greater than $150,000. But here I can only give you a range, but there were something like $60 to $160 million lent to those 178 businesses. So those 178 businesses received more money, substantially more in aggregate, than the 1,300 businesses that took out small loans.
One of those 1,300 businesses, locally owned Legacy Ace Hardware in College Station. Store owner Randy Scott says he submitted the paperwork yesterday and he's waiting to hear back.
And as of yesterday, I just put the paperwork in to be forgiven, and we more than qualified for forgiveness because we not only kept all our employees, we added 4.
According to the Small Business Administration, the loan will be fully forgiven if the funds are used for payroll, rent, and/or utilities.
So that the money had to be spent within a 24-week period. And actually it was 8 weeks for the earlier loans. And so if a business could qualify for this, the loan would actually be forgiven, so it turns into a grant.
Scott says he has 29 employees, including about 15 full-timers. He says during this time his business levels have increased.
Because when everybody else was closed and you couldn't go find a gift anywhere, they would come in and get a gift, or they were doing projects around the home, and or they're working in the garden. And so actually our business levels are up.
Scott says the PPP has saved a lot of sleepless nights for him as a business owner.
I mean, there's people here, they're full-time, they need this job. This is what they do for a living. And it was nice to be able to keep them and keep their benefits going and stay open for the customers in town.
Jansen says the deadline to file for forgiveness is October 31st, and as of late September, nationally, only 100,000 forgiveness applications of PPP loans were submitted, which is only 2% of the total PPP loans. Reporting in Brazos County, Hannah King, 25 News.